Hello, it is week 8 of my weight loss journey, and I did really good on the workouts this week. The last workout I did today, I was able to run on the elliptical and do a 15.5-minute mile, so that's really good. But just went grocery shopping and everything to get my stuff for the week, and I kind of wanted to tag on a little bit of what I said last week about triggers. It's an unconscious process where something happens to us, usually it's in our childhood, that causes us to unconsciously put up a wall. Basically, it is a coping mechanism, an unconscious coping mechanism to suppress toxic emotions or emotions that we feel are toxic. So essentially what we do is we say, okay, anger plus other people equals pain, sorrow, anxiety, fatigue, whatever it might be. And we start associating anger in a negative way when really anger can be also used in a positive way. Anger turned inwardly, when we internalize anger, that's depression. Anger is nothing more than a blocked goal. Okay? You want something, you can't have it. It could be anything. So anger is simply a blocked goal. I know that's a little deep. Think about it. Ponder on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But I believe that once those triggers come to the surface and we're aware and no longer in denial of those certain emotions that we view toxic, and we're able to say, okay, this has come to my attention on a conscious level that every time this happens or I feel this emotion, I get triggered to eat or get triggered to act out in certain ways. And that is how you begin to stop that behavior at the root. There's different types of therapies out there. I actually have my master's in counseling, but one of the things that a lot of therapists think is you have like a child in you, the critic in you, and the adult in you. And whenever there's trauma in certain areas of your life, it kind of stunts your emotional growth, or it stunts your growth in that area, or dealing with whatever type of situation. It keeps you from dealing with things as your adult self. So just being aware that everybody has like the little inner child in us, to reassure your inner child, I'm going to take care of you. You're safe with me. You can express yourself with me. I'm not going to shut you down. I'm not going to be that critical parent or that critic that will shut you down and shut your emotions down. I'm not going to do that anymore to you. And then let your inner child learn and grow and learn to trust the adult in you. And so I know that's deep, but you can Google about it, things like that. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today is if you allow other people to walk over you and you don't express yourself, if you hold things in and don't go to people and say, hey, this bothered me, or hey, I'm sorry about this, then you're going to be very much likely to hold on to weight. Because it's really, the physical weight is really just a manifestation of the emotional and mental weight that's weighing you down. Not in everybody, but I'm speaking to those specifically that are trying to lose weight. In order for us to lose physical weight, we need to lose that those emotional and mental stresses and toxic people. Not everybody deserves to be in your inner circle. And something that I thought about, there's a movie called Meet the Fockers, and he talks about the circle of trust. Well, as soon as I heard that, the circle of trust, seriously, you guys, I implemented that right away. I was like, you know what? Yes, that is exactly it. I have my circle of trust. I have my core team, so to speak, like my circle of trust, people that I know that if I'm crying and they can't understand me at 3 o'clock in the morning, then they're saying, you know, hey sweetie, do you want me to be there? Do you want me to come by the house? Do you want me to go to the emergency room? Somebody that is going to be there for you no matter what. Loyalty, trust, honesty, no filter with these people. You've got to have a core team of support. People that are going to love you unconditionally, and that people that are going to support you no matter what. I have those people, and I'm thankful. They're few and far between. And you know what? In all honesty, most of the time when I'm talking about spending one-on-one time with someone, most of the time, those people that I spend one-on-one time with, they're in my circle of trust. I feel safe with them. I feel like I'm not going to be criticized. And I feel like no matter what I say or no matter what we go through together, we're going to be able to do exactly that. We're going to be able to go through it together. And they're not giving up on me, and I'm not giving up on them ever. Ever. And a lot of those people in your life, they're not going to qualify for the circle of trust. And that's okay. Just because they're your family doesn't mean they qualify for your circle of trust. I would advise you to not only clean your pantry out and clean your environment out as far as food wise, but clean your environment, clean your life environment out of toxic people that are going to bring you down, talk down to you, frustrate your weight loss journey, frustrate anything that you're trying to do on a positive level. Those people need to go. You can love them from a distance. You can pray for them. You can write them a letter and say, hey, I know you don't understand right now, but maybe in time you will. And then after the circle of trust, there's everybody else. You can hang out with other people. It's cool, whatever, but keep it limited. Keep it in a group setting to where you're protecting yourself. You're protecting your emotional environment. As somebody that, with my personality, my primary function is introverted feeling, I'm very sensitive to the emotional environment around me. And so it makes me a great counselor, but at the same time, I have to protect myself. And so if you know yourself, I would encourage you to get books on personalities and learn about yourself. Learn about what you need in relationships. Learn about your weaknesses. Learn about your strengths. What are those weaknesses that other friends are willing to accommodate around? What are those weaknesses in other people that you're willing to accommodate around? Okay, so just think about those things. I'll see you next week. And I appreciate those people that are still with me on this journey. I love you guys. I love all the support, prayers, and compliments, and encouragement. And I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye.